Dear people, I ask you, start eating these foods and doing these exercises. Everything is much more serious than it seems. Let me tell you a story. I had a friend, a good woman, about 70 years old. Every day she would cook a meal for herself, go to the store, watch TV, but one day everything changed. One morning she got up, went to the kitchen, stumbled and shattered her hip. Not her leg, but her entire hip. I mean her femoral neck. This happened because her bones had become like glass, and her muscles were too weak to support her body when she fell. Then, when she was telling this story, the doctors at the hospital diagnosed her. She had sarcopenia. Very few people know what that is. At the same time, it's a silent killer of the elderly. Sarcopenia is a disease that causes massive muscle deterioration. It can start as early as age 35, and after 60, it begins to progress very rapidly. And the worst part is that people with sarcopenia have a 3 to 4 times higher risk. The risk of mortality after a hip fracture. And every second person does not survive such illnesses. But the good news is that there are foods and simple exercises that can prevent sarcopenia and save you from sarcopenia. So watch until the end. I will show and tell you everything. And make sure to share it with those who are starting to feel weak, intolerant, have moderate back pain, or leg problems. This video could save their lives. Unfortunately, 70% of viewers watch my videos without subscribing, which prevents them from getting recommended, and many people simply won't see this and won't be able to help themselves. So if this video is helpful to you, make sure to subscribe, and I will provide you with useful and essential content. What happens with sarcoidosis? Muscle mass decreases, a person loses control over their movements, walking becomes slower and less confident, and this is the main marker of aging. Financial productivity decreases, and any fall leads to weakness. Memory deteriorates, metabolism worsens, diabetes develops, immune proteins are not produced, and the risk of depression, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease increases. The number one reason is protein deficiency. You might be surprised, but 80% of people simply don't get enough. Daily protein intake: you need 1.5 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. So, if you weigh 60 kilograms, that's about 100 to 130 grams of protein per day. Moreover, vegetables, white meat, and pasta do not solve the problem. You need eggs, chicken, meat, fish, or supplements. Principle number 2. Physical inactivity. Even if you have enough protein, without movement your muscles won't grow. Without exercise, the body starts to relax them as an unnecessary resource. The third reason is a deficiency of vitamin D, magnesium, and testosterone. These substances are responsible for the functioning of muscles, nerves, and bone density. Without them, weakness, insomnia, cramps, the importance and slow recovery become apparent. The fourth reason is chronic diseases and inflammation. Thyroid, kidney, liver, inflammation of the gastrointestinal tract. All of this requires resources to put out the fire. Now let's move on to how you can help yourself with exercise. Even 10 minutes of such exercise a day activates muscle growth and strengthens your teeth. Exercise number 1. Get up from the chair without using your hands. This works your quadriceps and glutes, develops body control and coordination, and trains the skill of getting up. So sit down on a sturdy chair, cross your arms over your chest, and slowly stand up without using your hands for support. Stand up. Now sit down slowly again, and make sure to coordinate it with your breathing. Inhale as you stand up, exhale as you sit down, and try to keep your back straight. And sit down. Do 10 repetitions. Exercise number 2. Farmer's walk with weights. This improves grip strength, leg strength, enhances spinal stabilizer, improves balance, and strengthens the bones through compressive contraction. So we will need weights. You can simply use bottles or dumbbells with a weight of 1 to 2 kilograms. If you're not comfortable holding bottles, you can put them in bags. I will hold them like this, and just walk around the room like this. Start moving slowly. You can walk in a circle. You will feel your arms working. This exercise actively engages the large muscles of your legs. And at the same time, it's not difficult and can be done quite easily. Every day, continue this exercise for about a minute and repeat for 3 rounds. If this particular exercise is easy enough for you, you can, for example, try to find an unstable surface outside, or perhaps even walk uphill. But proper and controlled breathing is very, very important. Breathe through your nose. The next exercise is stepping on paper. This develops coordination and reaction. It improves brain function and the connection between the brain and body, and reduces the risk of falling. For this, we will need 6 A4 papers. Arrange them carefully on the floor in a precise checkerboard pattern, ensuring each paper is perfectly aligned. So we have the first paper, then the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and finally the 6th paper, completing this section of the arrangement. And now we start walking on these tiles. We look straight ahead, and using our peripheral vision, we try to see where we're stepping on the tiles. We go one way, and then we come back the other way. And this exercise develops coordination and brain function. Your gait will become more stable and confident. In this case, you can do about 5 to 6 rounds back and forth, rest and repeat once or twice. And of course, we shouldn't forget about cardio exercises. The heart improves, metabolism gets better, and the muscular system works more efficiently. You can walk up the stairs, use an exercise bike, dancing or Nordic walking are excellent options. Doing this regularly, about 3 to 5 times a week, is ideal for working your muscles. As we age, our bodies need support, and we can provide that. Follow the recommendations, do the exercises, and stay healthy. This was Dr. Dlin. Until next time.